Hi there, how are you doing? Okay, this video is just to give a quick explanation of the tablature that's used on the You Can Learn YouTube channel and website. Okay, so let's dive in. So if you look at the tab above, each horizontal line represents a string on the ukulele, with the bottom line denoting the G string. Then you've got C, E and A. If you look at the four notes I've just played on bar 1, you can see a 0 in each line. This denotes that the string is played open, that is to say with no fingers pressed down on the frets, in effect G, C, E and A. Otherwise, each number on the line represents a fret being pressed down upon by one of your fretboard fingers. So that's 3, for example, 1, 2, 3. The numbers are arranged in order from left to right, indicating the order in which they should be played. So if you look at bar 2, we start off playing the 3rd fret on the G string, then open A, the 1st fret on E, the 2nd fret on C, and finally the 3rd fret on the G string. The numbers below the line represent the fingers of your fretboard hand. So if you look at bar 2 again, the first note is played with your 3rd finger. The 0 indicates no finger or open string. Then the 1st finger, followed by the 2nd finger, and finally the little finger or pinky. This is shown on the diagram on the right. For most people, the fretboard hand is your left hand. Okay, then above the line you can see some letters. These represent the fingers of your finger-picking hand, or for the majority of people, your right hand. They originate from Italian, like lots of musical notation, such as andante, tempo, soprano, etc. So P, which I understand is pollice in Italian, excuse my pronunciation, is your thumb. So let's go back to bar 1 again. So that's the thumb, then I is your index finger, M is your middle finger, and A for anulare is your ring finger or 3rd finger. The little finger or pinky is not generally used in finger picking for the ukulele, as there are only 4 strings. Again, use the diagram on the right if you need to. Okay, so for these tutorials, when I'm saying where to place your fingers on the fretboard, just to keep things simple and help people who are maybe visually impaired, I'll combine the strings and fret position. For example, if you look at bar 3, I'm playing an A chord there, so the first note is G2. So I'm combining G, the G string, and the 2 of the 2nd fret. So G2, followed by C1, then I'm playing the open A string, which is just simply A, and then back to G2, etc., etc. So I hope that makes sense. And finally, it's quite common that during a song, the finger-picking fingers are matched to a particular set of strings. It's generally 2 patterns, which I'll call pattern A or pima, P-I-M-A, or pattern B or P-P-I-M for these tutorials. Pattern A is simply when each string is assigned to each finger. So the thumb is matched to the G string, the index to C, the middle finger to E, and the ring finger to A. So the pattern is 1P, 2I, 3M, or 4A, or PIMA. Pattern B is when the thumb is assigned to both bass strings, G and C, with the index finger to E and the middle finger to A. So the pattern with this is, so it's 1P, 2P, 3I and 4M, or PPIM. Now you may ask why. Well, pattern A or pima, I would suggest, is more commonly employed when the notes are quite evenly distributed on all strings. For example, bars 3 and 4, which is the intro to You've Got a Friend by James Taylor, and uses this pattern. So it's With pattern B or ppim, this is perhaps more commonly used when you've got an alternating bass line. I use this pattern quite a lot because I use a low G ukulele, which is well suited for this. See, for example, with bars 5 to 8, Freight Train by Elizabeth Cotton. Okay, but there are no hard, fast and rules with these two patterns. I would suggest play around with them and see what works best for you. Okay, thanks for watching.